Hi. Today we're gonna talk about the hugging, because I have reason to bring this up sooner or later. I didn't thought I was gonna have to, but this is quite fun. So I was on a party, several or not parties, but when people come together, and they all said hello and they were hugging. So yeah, like that. And one woman said, "Oh, that's you who don't like the hugging." And I was quite surprised because I didn't thought anyone had paid attention to that, because I have said that I don't like to hug, and so I wondered who else do believe that I do not like hugs, because it's not true. It's not true at all. It's quite the opposite. But we're gonna talk about this. When you meet someone now and then, or you don't know each other that well, maybe you're working together, or you're just like that. And I do really appreciate a solid handshake. Because since I talked about this sensitivity of mine, that I don't have this filter and everything goes in and it get big, so is with social contacts, of course. And when it really goes deep just by a handshake, maybe sometimes I can feel that the hug is a little bit too much, and it also depends on the situation, of course. If I'm already stressed, or it's very a lot of people, and well, it's too much, then I think, and I don't know the person very well, I think a solid handshake is much more, could be much more intimate than a hug, because I just lock down and I don't can take it in. And there's a different kind of hugging, and I'm gonna show you what I mean, because youngsters often, not every time, but very often, is giving this stiff kind of hug. And I'll show you on this. I have a lady here, and I can show you. And the hugs seems to be like a bit like, hello. I mean, it's like you're having a stick up your. Well, she does, but I mean, then I really do prefer like this. Hello, eye contact, solid handshake. That is very much more intimate than, because if I want to hug somebody, I want it to feel. If you can't feel anything by doing this stiff thing, it's just awkward. But I want to hug like, hi, 1, 2, 3. And then you can feel that something is happening here. And I'm not talking about the sexual stuff here. Are you paying attention to me? I'm talking about something else. You can actually feel in here, about here, it gets warm. And you feel that if this person needed your hug, or if you needed the hug, and something is happening. It's like you're exchanging. No, I have not smoked some mushrooms or anything. It is like this, and you can feel it. And I like it to be that way. And that doesn't matter who you are, if you are my neighbor or my best friend, but you actually can feel this. That's why when you come together in family meetings, or any occasion, if you're just gonna hug somebody for hugging, that stiff thing, leave it. Just the handshake will do fine, and better, I think, because I don't. So, what person can sit to talk about in minutes about hugging? Well, I can, because it is like that for me, that it gets so big and it's so important. That stiff hug is gonna stick with me for maybe an hour or 2 hours, and I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. And if I get a warm, nice hug that really means something, it's also gonna stick with me for a couple of hours, maybe days. And that's why in one period of time when I was very stressed out, I was very, very, very sensitive to input like this. I had to say no. Please, I don't like to hug. I really appreciate a solid handshake. And most people said, "Oh yeah, right." And I could see they're relieved. They felt the same way. They don't want to hug everybody. I mean, come on. So they were relieved, and but now I absolutely can hug, and I have hugged some people yesterday and the day before that, and this morning I hugged a girl at the. She's a hairdresser, and it felt so good because when I showed her with my hug that I am solid and I'm gonna hold her for a couple of seconds, I felt that she was relaxing, and it was a really nice hug. And then I thought I have to do something about this, because I don't want people to think that I don't like to hug. I do love to hug. It's very, very important. And if I had to choose only one physical contact for the rest of my life, I would actually choose the hugging, because it is that important. So, well, now you know. And I think that it's very nice to ask, can I hug you? And then someone, if they're stressed out, or they think it's awkward, or maybe don't like physical contact like that, then they have the chance to say, well, no. And you can, if you just pay attention, even if they say, that's okay, you can read on their body language and in their face and in their eyes that they might don't want to, and you can just put your hand, and you can make a handshake. And I think that is very nice, instead of just assume that everybody wants to hug everywhere and everyone. So that was it about the hugging. 7 minutes about hugs. I think that's fantastic. Have a nice day.